Hey, welcome back. This is Bryan at Gallantly Streaming. Stream your own way, faith, family, focus, and fun. I got a special story I want to tell you today, which I think will touch you deeply. But before I do that, I want to let you know I got a special shirt on today, the limited edition dad shirt, sweatshirt. It's really old, but I love it. Though my one daughter does say that it should say limited edition dud. I think she means that with great love and affection. Pretty sure. Yeah, she does. But so this story goes way back to when I was a teenager. And you know, teenager times are tough. You don't know what's real, you've got peer pressure, you're trying to fit in, your family issues, moving, and we grew up in military families, so we did move a lot, so we had to make friends and things. But I remember being in a small little church, and there was a guy there, Tommy Ewell, just a big old guy, loving guy. He wasn't perfect, but he was real. What I mean by that is he didn't have all the right answers, but he cared about us. And he took time to listen to us. He tried to help lead the youth group and so forth. And there'd be times we'd come early to church and we'd see him in the back row just cramming to try to prepare for himself because he probably had one of those weeks that we all have where life is overwhelming and you just can't get everything done. Which is why sometimes we'll be talking about focus and Gallantly Streaming here. But Tommy just loved us. And so he made a deep impression in my life. But then we ended up moving away, went to England, and we, left the friends and everyone behind. And one night, late at night, we got a phone call. And I happened to be the lightest sleeper in the house at that time, and the dog barked, and so I went down and I answered the phone, and there was someone calling from the United States to tell us that Tommy had drowned. And I was devastated. But then they told us the rest of the story. And I understood. The church had chosen to go on a canoe trip. Even though there'd been a lot of rain and everything and the river was rather high, they still chose to do it. And at one point, Tommy is there with a couple of other children in a canoe, and they flip over. Now, they got back in and everything was fine and so forth, but they kept going. And then they flipped over again. And that was when Tommy realized, however this happens, I don't understand, but one of the children did not have on a life preserver. And Tommy chose to take his off and give to the little boy. His wife later said that Tommy didn't know how to swim. He knew that. He consciously chose to take off his life preserver to give to a child. And because of his height and the undertow, he was immediately pulled under and they didn't find his body for 3 days. I was devastated. I wept. Of course, we couldn't go back for the funeral, but here was a man that had literally saved the life of that boy on the river. But he deeply touched my life. And I remember making a commitment right then that I wanted to live my life in such a way that it impacted the lives of others around me. And if at all possible, I could touch one person the same way that Tommy had touched me, and encouraging me that there was a purpose in life, that there was a God who cared about us, that there was true love that you could build your life on, if I could touch someone like that, that would be enough. And that has set an anchor in my heart. And my life has gone many different directions, as we'll share together. But I wanted to share that story with you and then ask you, is there someone who's blessed you like that? Maybe talk about it in the comments below. Maybe pass this video on to them. Subscribe so you connect up more with me and so forth as we go forward. But I want you to think about what's the purpose of life, how we can bless others, and the people that have blessed us. Let's try to be people who say thank you for that and remember those things. So I hope you have a fantastic day today. May it be filled with faith. May you bless your family. May you have the right focus to do what you need to do. And please try to have fun. And don't look over there. So, may God richly bless you. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.